Hey, this is Brad Zane from You Got Beef. You can find us at yougotbeef.net or bradzane.com. Our show, You Got Beef, is exactly the way that it sounds. You got beef with someone, and everyone has that one person that they have beef with. And if you could get them into the ring, into the cage, knock them out, you would. You can't fight in the street these days. You get arrested, you go to jail, you have problems, you get sued, it affects your job, your career, rest, your life, family, all that. All that is out the door with You Got Beef. If you got a problem with someone, you hit us up, you send us a video on who it is, who you are, what you got a problem with, little backstory, little back history. We make the initial contact with that person, let them know they've been called out. You know they're gonna accept. You get into the ring, 2 1-minute rounds in a cage, headgear, gloves, fight it out, knock out, whatever you wanna do. 2 1-minute rounds. That's what You Got Beef is all about. So if you got a problem with somebody, hit us up, we'll contact them, we'll set your fight up. Hit us up. bradzane.com, yougotbeef.net. Thank you. Hey, what's up? It's Brad Zane with You Got Beef. I'm sitting here with Glenn right here. He's a gentleman that sent us the video. Now, from what he said, from what I saw from the video, he was out hanging out with the fellas at a local drinking spot Friday night, having a good time. Kind of got into it with the bartender. It was probably a misunderstanding, but while he was trying to handle it, security rushes right in, and you know how that goes. He did exactly to get a word in. No one wants to hear it. He's out. He looks bad. Ruined the night. Glenn, what's up? How are you doing? Cool. All right, why don't you tell everybody what happened? What's going on?
Out having a normal night with my boys. Bartender was a female, decided she didn't like what I was doing or saying, and which had nothing to do with me. Security came in, the bouncer that came over and talked to me told me to leave, didn't want to hear anything I had to say, put his hands on me, and to squash the situation, I didn't retaliate. So this is my opportunity to call him out, tell him we're going to settle this one-on-one without you and your boys, and we'll take care of this like men.
Because that's generally what happens. Because anybody that goes out, even if you don't work security, you know what happens. When security shows up, they don't hear your side of the story, you're out. So it could happen. I mean, he's a well-composed guy, but he, you know, from where you're here, who knows? Who knows what really happened? But you know what? We're gonna get the bottom of it. But if anything, he's gonna get some resolution because he doesn't want to let it go. You felt he was in the right. Were you drunk at all? Were you out there?
I had a few.
You were in control. You had your composure.
Yeah, and I was trying not to run my mouth in front of other ladies.
Right. Okay.
But he told me it's time to go. Put his hands on me, which I don't normally deal with.
Right.
But as a gentleman, I left.
Right, and then of course he's got his boys and they're on his side.
Yeah, there were several of them. My boys are behind me. Rather than make a big scene,
ruin the whole night.
We just left. But
out there, cool,
I see this as my chance to call him out. Come get some of this.
2 1-minute rounds. Now, are you willing to get in there and do the whole thing? Because I know a lot of guys talk it up. Are you really sign the waiver, gloves, headgear, 2 1-minute rounds in front of your people, his
I'll
people,
handle it,
and all those people in that camera?
Brad, not to be cocky, but I ain't gonna get hit a whole lot.
Okay. Well, you know what? We got your side of the story. We're gonna go get the bouncer and see his side of the story and see if he's gonna step up.
Tell him to man up.
Because sometimes when the guys are off work, where you know they're that guy in the club, but when you're on the street, it's different. There's gonna be it's just you and him, the cage. That's it.
I'm down.
Cage plus rage. All right, bro. We got you. We're gonna go hit him up. Let's do this.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. What's up? It's Brad Zane from You Got Beef. You can find us at bradzane.com, yougotbeef.net. You know what the show is. You Got Beef. It is what it is. Our show today, our episode is Glenn. We got his side of the story. He was down here at this local watering hole, this club, partying, drinking with a group of guys. Somehow had words with the bartender. She cut him off, and before he can explain his side or get any resolution, he got kicked out by Aaron, head of security. And I think this is him right there. So let's go hit him up and see what's up. Aaron. Hey, what's up? You're Aaron, head of security over there? Hey, I'm Brad Zane from You Got Beef. I know you probably heard of our show. You know what it's about. You've heard of the show, ring a bell. You familiar with it at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, basically, for everyone watching, about 4 weeks ago, the guy came in here. He has had a big party, about 5 dudes night out. Just drinking, having a good time. And apparently, got into it with the bartender somehow, female bartender. She got cut him off, and you came in. Instead of talking to him here on his side, you just apparently touched him up, grabbed him. We're not really sure yet, but now he's got beef with you. And actually, I'll play it right now. This is the guy.
This guy's serious?
Yeah, he's serious. So this is what he wants to do. He wants to call you out on the show. Now you're gonna sign on the waiver. You're gonna get headgear and gloves. You're gonna get into the cage. 2 1-minute rounds to handle it. But from what he's saying, he shouldn't have been kicked out. But he said you came in, you put hands on him, it went all bad. And he's saying that you're bad when you're up in here, got your security thing happening. But when you don't got your boys around you and that you're not in your house, what's up? So he wants to kind of get this. It's been 4 weeks and he's still mad. So he wants his 2 1 minutes. What do you say?
Sure.
When you sign off, you'll get in there and knock it
Shot
out.
at the title? Let's do it.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. He gave you his message already. So you want to say something to Glenn? Right there.
Hey Glenn, check this out, man. You bring it, that's fine. You're gonna get hurt. I promise you that. You're gonna get knocked the fuck out.
Did you hear that, Glenn? You hear that? All right, well, you know what? I think we're all done here. We're going to get with you in about the next week or so. Set it up. We're going to pick our date. We got the cage. Everything's all set up. We're going to have cameras rolling. So you're ready. You're going to fight it out. Just handle it.
Excellent. Looking forward to it.
All right, we got your number. We definitely know where to find you. So, all right, be ready to roll, Aaron.
I'm gonna get you, Glenn.
This is Brad Zane from You Got Beef. Check us out at bradzane.com, yougotbeef.net. We just caught up with Aaron and Glenn, so they're going to be on the very first episode. You already know what's up with that. There's going to be a lot of beef. There's a lot of problems. Everyone can relate to their situations. So here we are now at El Basha, Richard Santana, the voice. You Got Beef. We got Nor, one of our very valuable partners over here. So we're summing this up, so check it out. Aaron and Glenn, they got a lot of beef. bradzane.com, yougotbeef.net.
UGB.